You see, that's the Indianapolis.
You're on the Indianapolis?
What happened?
Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into his side, Chief. We was coming back from the island of Tiana de Leyte. We just delivered the bomb. The Hiroshima bomb. 1,100 men went into the water. The vessel went down in 12 minutes. Didn't see the first shark for about half an hour. Tiger. 13-footer. You know how you know that by looking in the water, Chief? You can tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. What we didn't know was that our bomb mission had been so secret. No distress signal had been sent. They didn't even list us overdue for a week. Very first light, Chief, sharks start cruising by, so we formed ourselves into tight groups. It was sort of like you see in the calendars, you know, in the old infantry squares and the calendars, like the Battle of Waterloo. And the idea was the shark come to the nearest man, and that man, he starts pounding and hollering, and sometimes that shark, he go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shark, he looks you right in the eyes. Now, thing about a shark is he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, he doesn't even seem to be living until he bites you. And those black eyes roll over white. And then you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming. The ocean turns red. And despite all that pounding and hollering, and those sharks come in, they tear you to pieces. You know, by the end of that first dawn, we lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks there were, maybe 1,000. I do know how many men. They averaged 6 an hour. Thursday morning, Chief, I bumped into a friend of mine, Herbie Robinson from Cleveland. Baseball player, bosom mate. I thought he was asleep. I reached over to wake him up. He bobbed up, down in the water. He was kind of like a top, upended. Well, he'd been bitten in half below the waist. At noon on the 5th day, a Lockheed Ventura swung in low and spotted us. A young pilot, a lot younger than Mr. Hooper here, he spotted us, and a few hours later, a big fat PBY came down and started to pick us up. You know, that was the time I was most frightened. Waiting for my turn. I'll never put on a life jacket again. So 1,100 men went in the water. 316 came out. The sharks took the rest. June the 29th, 1945. Anyway, we delivered the bomb.
That was like the loudest thing you could have taken.
Thursday morning, Chief, I bumped into a friend of mine. Thursday morning. Is this even recording me?
Yes.
Could you point it towards me?
Dude, it's still picking up.
Alright, fine.